and welcome back to AR-77. Today we have another Glock for your attention. This is the Glock 19 by Umarex. This is CO2 powered 4.5mm BB shooting air pistol replica. Very straightforward in its operation, very simplistic really in its styling, like all of Glocks. There's no kind of frills. It's a really nice looking pistol. And not massively expensive, to be fair. You should be able to pick one of these up for around about £100. And I think really, although there's not much to the pistol, although it doesn't, you can't take it down and things like that, and there's not a load of moving parts, but I think it's £100 well spent, in all honesty, because it looks and feels very nice as a replica and shoots very nicely as well. Okay, let's have a look then. Let's have a look and take a look around this pistol. It's a metal slide, polymer frame, a plastic frame. I think this is based on the, now please do correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's based on the Gen 4. And the reason I say that is because it feels very similar, looks very similar to the Gen 4 Glock 17. I'm not sure if this is the same. I'll have to compare. I do have the Gen 4 and the Glock 17, so I'll have to have a look, perhaps do a comparison video. But the kind of ergonomics here around the grip do appear reminiscent of that, and the way that the barrel kind of comes to quite an abrupt end there, as opposed to the Gen 5. And I don't think earlier versions had this sort of grip. Although I might be wrong again, but I think it's based on the Gen 4, just like the Glock 17 that's available by Umarex as well. Yeah, let's have a look. So it's a really nice pistol, officially licensed product of Glock. Some nice details here where you've got Glock etched into there. G-U-W, I'm not sure what that means. Glock something. And then it's the Glock 19. You've got the Glock logo there again, and repeating information on the ejection port there. You have takedown lever, well, not lever, but switch, or whatever you want to call that there. Non-functioning, you can't take this gun down, but it's in the right place. Grips all feel very nice. Again, nice bits of texture to the grip there. It's obviously in two pieces as we come around here. You've got a bit of texture there at the front if you want to wrap a finger around that. And while we're here, we also have, oh my goodness, my camera. We also have these markings here, caliber markings, 4.5mm, 0.177. You've got your F there, bit of a serial number there. Yeah. You've got a bit of a Picatinny rail here at the front if you want to add something. And on this side, again, really lovely repetition of those markings. So you've got the Glock there, 19, Austria, 9x19. Really nice and subtle. No garish warnings or anything here. Just nice and straightforward. You've got to be pretty much an adult to buy these things, so it's nice that they kind of treat you like an adult once you've bought it and don't put all these daft warnings all over them. Again, Glock continues round there onto the base plate. From above, you got that. I quite like this, the fact that there's a little, it almost looks like it comes around and notches in there, makes it look a little bit more like it's a cut-out ejection port, but it's not, as you can see. It's not cut out, but that's not the end of the world. I think you get away with it more with a Glock because everything looks kind of squared anyway. You don't sort of notice that sort of detail as much, I don't think. Really nice pistol, nice recessed barrel there, as you can see. Sights, really nice again. You've got really easy sight acquisition there. Particularly like that sort of a sight picture that you get with a Glock, white dot at the front and then kind of trough at the back for it just to sit in. I think that's really nice. It feels really good. It's a really good size for my hand. Again, I've got kind of small to medium sized hands, and there's plenty of gun to hold on to there. If you've got larger hands, I don't know if you'd struggle, but I don't think you would really. It feels like a decent chunky gun. Yeah, all the slide is all fixed, but it is metal. It is you have a working trigger safety here, so you can't just pull the trigger unless you pull it like that. This slide catch release doesn't work. Everything's molded in. But yeah, it's kind of double action only because obviously you can't rack the slide. But that's no big deal. The trigger pull, it's not very heavy actually. You know, some that are just double action only, the trigger pull is quite heavy, but for this one, it's not really. It's really quite light. There you go. You get a nice little click there telling you you're ready to drop. There you go. So you can take it up to that bit. It gives you a bit of a clue, and then the next one will break. There you go. Really straightforward, really nice. Some really nice detailing on the rear here, on the kind of back strap. It really does give you something to kind of get hold of, and your fingers sit nice and tight in there. Feels really good. It feels like it's naturally kind of tuned to my hand particularly. I'm sure you'll get a similar experience if you pick one up. And I really like the weight. You know, it's comparable in weight for its size to the Glock 17 Gen 4, so it doesn't feel like this is a poor relation. It feels like a different pistol. You know, obviously functions differently, but it doesn't feel like a poor relation. It feels like it's part of the same range, which is good. The quality feels good. I'd rather they did this and get the quality right than make it all bells and whistles, but it feels really rattly and loose and a bit, you know, not quite up there with the quality. I'd rather it was like this, but that's just my personal opinion. Again, I don't know if I mentioned you've got the Glock logo there on the really nicely detailed grip. Yeah, a bit of a thumb groove there. Rest your thumb on there, that's quite nice. Really nice pistol. And very simple in its operation. Let's have a look at the magazine. So you got your working magazine release here. Press that and it comes out, and it is just a stick magazine, but it's a nice stick magazine. It doesn't feel like something that's dead flimsy. It's nice and stable. It's all the magazine you need. You know, it's perfect for the pistol itself, although it's not ideal for the replica fans out there like myself. So you'd like that full dropout metal magazine. But this is good. This is okay. 0.177. And at least it's got that base plate, which is a nice touch. At least when you put that back in, that it closes it all up and it looks the part. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think I can accept that as a magazine. That's fine. It's it's no detriment to the pistol itself, and it's not that dissimilar to the magazine. In fact, I'd probably say it's better than the magazine on the Walther PPS, which is again another metal stick magazine, and it operates pretty much in the same way as you'd imagine. You just slide that down there, slide the spring down there, it locks into that notch there. Pour your BBs in. Oh no, yeah. Let me just see. Yeah, I thought I was seeing a spring. I was like, what's going on there? But it's just where the spring has been. You can see it's been sat. Yeah, so you pour your BBs in there, they pour up to the top there, and they're sort of held there. And there's your follower. Try and get a bit of focus for you. Very straightforward. CO2 is again a nice little touch. So you just this back strap here comes off and flies away like that. And your CO2 goes in the back of the grip there. You can see you've got your what do we call it now? The seal there, your piercing seal. And you've got your Allen key thing in the bottom there. The good thing is, with the back strap that comes off, you have a Allen key in there. Let me see if I can flip that down for you. So that's good. No need for a separate Allen key. Nothing to lose there. You put your CO2 in, and then you just tighten with that, and you're good to go. Flip that back up, pop that little notch there in first, click it shut. It feels nice and stable, and you are ready to shoot your lovely new Glock 19. Really nice pistol, really pleased with that. The way it functions then is slightly, well, I mean, it's common on a lot of air pistols actually. You'll see at the front, if I pull the trigger, you'll see that the barrel starts to protrude and then snap back. And as it snaps back, that works to release a bit of CO2, and that acts as almost kind of a hammer, really, and releases the CO2, and your BB is launched. Similar, actually, to the Glock Defender, another smaller pistol. So that's your smaller Glock. That's your smaller 1911. Yeah, so similar again. There's no CO2 in here, and while we're there, there's no BBs in there either. But another nice pistol. It's just while we've got them together. Comparable weight, I would say. This is full metal, but it has about the same functionality. So all you can do is open the grip there to put your CO2 and your BBs in, just like with your magazine and your CO2 here. That's all you can do. Load it with fuel and ammunition, and then pull the trigger, basically. Yeah, but you can see with the Colt Defender, the same sort of thing, but it's not recessed as much, so it's not just as nice at that end. You know, the Glock looks a lot better than the Defender. Yeah, so if I can just take that off safe and show you the same thing. So the barrel protrudes quite a lot with this one. That's the thing with this one, is when you pull the trigger on this one, the barrel it looks wrong in a way. The barrel exposes and then clicks back, whereas with the Glock, you don't get that, so it doesn't spoil your enjoyment. You don't see that end when you're shooting the pistol. Very nice. 100 quid, no blowback, so it's going to shoot quite well, I think. I think you'll get quite high FPS if you're interested in that sort of thing. Shoots fairly accurately, over sort of 5 to 10 yards. Really nice pistol, really simple, really good replica, looks the part, feels the part. For 100 notes, yeah, I'd certainly pick one up and add it to your collection, especially if you're a Glock fan. It's really nice. Get over the fact that it doesn't do everything that the real thing does, and just enjoy having a Glock 19 in your collection and being able to shoot it. Great. All the very best. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.